Hey folks, this is Bardic Dragoon. Welcome back to Dragon Quest III. So when we last left off, we had started to explore the kingdom of Alefgard, finding our way to finding our way to the, Stony Cave, or Stone Cavern, whatever, I forget what it's called, to pick up some items there, as well as finding our way to the town of Damdara, which, you know, is no longer a ruin, so, well, that establishes a timeline where we are in relation to the first game, eh? But, with that said, in Damdara we did find the Orichalcon, which, considering we found a warrior looking for that, seems like it's pretty useful. Plus, I mean, Orichalcum is one of those just RPG staples of legendary materials. I believe it actually comes from some kind of ancient, like actual legend or something like that. One moment. Anyway. Yeah, that's right. Okay, it was a legendary metal used in Atlantis. So it's actually like a legitimate, you know, commonly commonly mentioned, you know, legendary material that is commonly seen in a lot of RPGs. With that said, though, we're gonna make our way now to Cantlin, see what's going on there. Sounds like we'll find the sage Galen there, which, considering we had to find his harp at one point in the original Dragon Quest, finding him and his harp now seems like it'd be useful. But, well, you know, traveling, of course, there are random encounters, and we seem to have found something new. A tentacular. Spectacular. No. But anyway, level 38 enemy, 4,500 HP, 0 MP, 150 attack power, 10 defense, 52 agility, gives 290 experience, 160 gold, and perform critical hits, and can actually attack multiple times, potentially. Does have 1 in 128 chance of dropping a seed of life. So, with that said, let's see. Actually, with that high of health, no, actually. Let's see, they aren't resistant to this, but I don't think this is actually that powerful of a spell. Yeah, it's not that great of damage. Probably better off going for the slightly riskier, but more powerful here. Yeah, because they don't have too high resistance, so this will work. Yeah, it did. Very nice. Oh dear. As I said, they can attack multiple times. Can be potentially problematic. Gonna get itself killed. Anyway, as I said, we're making our way here to Cantlin. Yeah. That's where Cantlin is. Actually, the landmass is a bit different there, isn't it? Those two continents didn't used to connect. Or two landmasses. I guess, are they continents still? I don't know. those stupid statues. I forgot, was statues resistant to ice or to fire? Which one was the better option? I think it was fire they had no resistance to. Yeah, fire they had resistance to. Yikes! Eep. Alright, Crystal, heal up John. And we should be able to get to Cantlin going this route. Excuse me. Ah, ghouls. That's a new one. Ghouls are level 36 enemies, 170 HP, 5 MP, 95 attack power, 10 defense, 45 agility. They give 1,270 experience points, 48 gold, can cast Dazzle, and can call for help. In addition, they have a 1 in 256 chance of dropping a Cloak of Evasion, and are basically immune, or basically have weakness to all forms of magic. So with that in mind, let's actually... Two people afflicted with Dazzle. This is PG. The ghouls aren't really much of a threat, so yeah, it's fine. Skelegon. That's a new one. Skelegon, level 39 enemy, 200 HP, 0 MP, 130 attack power, 65 defense, 62 agility. Gives 2,350 experience, 78 gold, and can breathe. Can breathe cold breath, boasts a weaker and stronger version. They also recover around 15-20 hit points per turn. Oh, they also have 128 chance of dropping a seed of strength. Anyway, first priority here, get rid of the muddy hands, that way it doesn't bring anything into the fight. There we go. And once we deal with these zombies. Thankfully, in this time, the town of Cantlin was not protected by a giant golem, so we should be able to enter freely without any difficulties there. Wanderer, thou findest thyself in the mighty walled city of Cantlin. Though, if so moved, the Lord of the Underworld could surely tear down these battlements as a child teareth parchment. Why aren't you, happy individual? What is happening? Is there no one at the shops? Yea, the people do live in such terror of the Lord of the Underworld's wrath, that they are become cowed and listless. Oh, that's a problem. The inn open at least? Is anybody here? Yeah, got another mini medal. Nifty. Well met, friend, who standeth before thee, thou hast. Why, 'tis I, Galen, the doughty bard of wide renown. Mine instrument? Why, 'tis of course the lyre. But alas, my most precious harp of all languish in the home of my much-missed mother and father. Though beautiful indeed, the sound of my beloved lyre of ire doth seem to irk the monsters of the wild most fiercely. Thus was I compelled to go abroad without it. Alright, so guess it's in his hometown, Skullring. Yeah, we know your harp's in your hometown, buddy. We get it. Stop talking. And of course, Skullring is an accessory. Actually, I believe that's a, I can't remember, personality changing, or if it is cursed, I forget which. Yeah, grants the Lone Wolf personality type and gives +10 to agility. Does have the bag too. Looks like the inn is open at least. The rest of the town is rolled up the streets because they're all depressed. And I guess I can't blame them too much, but still. I seek to find the means by which a being created through artifice might be animated. Then shall I construct a mighty statue that it might be employed to guard the town. Yea, and its name shall be called Golem, and it shall echo throughout the ages. Well, that answered that question where the golem came from. Fail is a 4-letter word. Sore loser, okay. The Champion's Code, which is for Paragon. The Eureka Moment, which is for Genius. Prim's Primer, which is for... where'd it go? There we go. Princess. Being a Better Person, which is for Good Egg. Some of those might actually be useful. I'm going to Sore Loser is not a great one. Yeah, mostly it's stat penalties with almost no upgrades, so that can go to the bag. Paragon, what are you? Let's see, heavy boost to strength, and not much else. Everything else is moderate to high penalties. Genius. Massive boost to wisdom, slight boost to agility. Keep that on hand. You might decide to go that route, but I'm thinking no. And then as for Princess, let's see. Major luck boost, and that's about all it's got going for it. Yep. That one go into the bag. And then Good Egg is, yeah, really no major boost or penalties. So yeah, that can go in the bag. Okay. After all those books, I was kind of excited. To what end should we till the fields? We shall surely be slaughtered ere harvest time. It mattereth not what we do. Alas and alack, though he was born into this world but yesterday, Our poor wretched child must surely be fated to quit this vale of tears ere long. Such tragedy. Wow, you people, you're just all smiles, aren't you? Let's do your stuff, okay? Ah, a party dress. I don't think anyone can use that, actually. Yep, no one can use that. Alright, cool. Trevor, I prithee, thou seemest strong in arm and mind. Wilt thou not vanquish the great menace for all our sakes? Nay, pay no heed to my foolish words. I wot not wherefore I dared even ask. Hi, can we please leave your house? Kind of not enjoying the bad vibes you got going here, people. What do we have here? Alright, Monster Arena. May the angels of luck rain down a great deluge of gold upon thee. Oh, such wailing, such gnashing of teeth, such copious quantities of blood. Verily this was a great battle indeed. Father, oh father, where art thou? Mother calleth thee home to her. Verily the blood doth pump most powerfully through my veins when the beasts do battle below. In which of the beasts shall I place my wager? Gamble me, just not, traveller, for my mother, her wrath could wax hot at even the suggestion of such a grave sin. Nah, I think I'm good. Unlike later Dragon Quest games, and I think I mentioned this when we first stumbled across them, the gambling aspect of the game has no real benefit other than trying to get extra cash, and we're good on that. He's just sleeping on the floor there. Okay. Alright, let's hit up the inn. Yeah, it doesn't seem to have changed much, but there we go, let's say. If thou wouldst cross to the isle wherein dwelt the Lord of the Underworld, speak thee with the elder of this town's shrine. The guy surrounded by heavy damage tile? I guess we could. If thou wouldst fain cross unto the great fiend's isle, seek thee the sunstone, the staff of rain, and the sacred amulet. When thou possessest all three, get thee to the great sanctum, there wilt thou find thy way. Alright. So, sounds about the same as in Dragon Quest 1. And I suppose, good to know we started a tradition or something? Question mark? Alright. Well, that was the thing. Ooh, or some megas. Alright, Natasha's got another level up, HP up by 6. Strength and agility plus 10. Plus 4 to resilience, 1 to wisdom, 3 to luck. I'm sorry, 10 to strength and agility? Yep, she's definitely gonna be our damage dealing tank. As her agility will do a lot to compensate for her lack of good armor. Anyway, Darth Voodoo. Are they our fathers or something? Anyway, Darth Voodoo. Level 38 enemy, 150 HP, 255 MP, 80 attack power, 60 defense, 72 agility, gives 1,930 experience, 105 gold, can cast Frizzle, full heal, kabuff, breathe fire, and call for help. They can also drain MP by doing a weird dance. And they're pretty resistant to most spells, but they don't have too much HP, so hopefully we should be able to take out at least one of them. Maybe if we're lucky, both. I mean, hopefully we might be on that lucky streak here. Yep, there we go. Alright. So let's actually continue on our way to Cole. We need to sail there anyway. Yeah, we'll take out the Silhouette first, and then Man of Wars. Hello? I absolutely hate smelly old humans. All except Ortega, that is. He's lovely. I just know he'll give the Lord of the Underworld the thrashing he deserves. I am the fairy who used to work for Rubus, by the way. It was me who called out to you that 12th of October, in case you didn't know. Lyra, I said. Lyra! I think I might have been a bit blunt with you that day, actually. Sorry about that. Still, you're here now, and that's what matters. How about I give you the Staff of Rain to make up for it? You humans do like staves, don't you? No, wasn't that nice? So yeah, she's the one who did the personality testing at the beginning of the game. She was the administrator of that. Alright. And then I believe I won't do as much good at the moment, but why did the priest look like he's running a shop? The goddess biddeth thee welcome to our sanctum, to her most solid sanctuary. Thou wouldst prove thyself a true hero, thou must needs bear the mark of one. I speak of the sacred amulet. Go thee forth and seek out this talisman. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, at least based on based on how Dragon Quest 1 works out, once we get that, and, well, we've already got the Sunstone and the Staff of Rain, we'll bring that to this dude, and he'll Squidzillas. Have we fought? I think we fought Squidzillas before. Yeah, we fought these things before. Level 35, 200 HP, no MP, 97 attack, 15 defense, 36 agility, gives 1280 experience, 100 gold, and can sometimes attack twice. Not much to write home about. I'm pretty sure we fought them on the Overworld Ocean before. Oh no. Okay, these dudes again. How much they can potentially hurt. I want to make sure we take them out as quickly as possible, so... on! Because Sizzle take out and just do damage to both of them. I was hoping we'd actually kill B there, but either way. Should be able to take it out now with just physical attacks. Yeah. Ah, there's a familiar looking cave. Let's see. Might behoove us to actually travel. Alright, well, we're on land now. Flying Flare. Okay, I don't even know what that is. That's a new type of enemy sprite there. Let's see. Level 41 enemy, 125 HP, 48 MP, 115 attack power, 80 defense, 58 agility. Gives 2,490 experience, 90 gold. Can cast Kafrizzle. Oh, and multi-heal. And also has a chance to act twice per turn. Alright, well, we know what we're aiming for first of all. And since we're already here on land, we might as well walk over to the town. Hopefully Cole is more or less where I remember it being, otherwise I might be in trouble. Yep, there it is. Okay. Oh man, this place is infested with the undead. It's got a zombie apocalypse going on. I mean, everything else seems to be going terrible in this town or in this version of Alfgard. So, sure, zombie apocalypse makes a certain amount of sense. I hate you. Got voodoo girls to do that. Alright. I passed the town. Oh well. These things are deadly, but we should be able to take them out without too much difficulty. Oh, Natasha's leveled up to 20 now. So what, that puts her like what, 1 in 10, 1 in 11 for her, the critical chance. Ah, 1 in 13, okay. HP plus 8, plus 5 strength, plus 7 agility, plus 3 resilience, plus 1 wisdom, plus 5 luck. Thou art welcome in the village of Cole, wanderer. The master of the item shop is an artificer of the subtlest skill. Though the materials he purchaseth seem of small value, by his hand do they become great treasures. Hast thou heard of or tell of the Sword of Kings, perchance? Nay, it was a miraculous blade of surprising power. Alas, the legends tell that it was rent asunder by a great devil, and its pieces strewn hither and yon. But so unyieldingly was the weapon wrought that the devil spent fully 3 years in its breaking. Lo, 'twas a mighty blade indeed. Alright, nothing down here in the well. Ooh. Flowing dress is actually doing a pretty solid upgrade. Oops, didn't mean to put that in the bag. There's the inn. How do we talk to that dude there? Whisperings reach mine ears. I hear tell of holy Rubus trapped within a tower atop an isle in the ocean west of here. Well, that sounds like something that might be worth looking into. Behold the public baths. Enter, wanderer, and cleanse thyself. Alright. The wanderer examines the ground at her feet. Oh, mini medal. Okay, we can't actually get into the bath. Old man, you enjoying the bath? Greetings, young one. Thou hast come to soothe thine aches, I trust. Wouldst thou be displeased perchance to soak with me? No, we would not. Task, verily the young of this age are changed. Thou knowest not that... Okay, so no. Then wherefore tarriest thou? Jump in, or doth the water seem to thee too cold perchance? Yea, the fault lieth with the darkness which smothereth the land. Ah, for a day when we might at least enjoy a steaming hot bath once more. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? Okay, that wasn't 10, unless they're counting from maybe the middle or the stairway or something like that. Whatever. We have the fairy flute. Though since there's no golem to get rid of, I'm not sure what we're supposed to use it for. Lo, the goddesses are light, our radiance, and the lord of the underworld the darkness, the night. Long have the light and the darkness, the wellsprings of all power, done battle, ye, since the very dawn of time. But obtain the sphere of light, and the Dark Lord's power might be checked at last. The battle might yet be ended. Alright, we've got the sphere of power. What do we need to do with it? And that's the only thing I'm not sure about. Also, what? A virtue's ransom. I was to be sacrificed, no choice but to flee. Driftwood on the tide, we washed upon this world's shore, worn yet unbroken. Japang's great swordsmith, now a seller of sundries. Bless you, my husband. Okay. Nothing of interest there. Yeah, instead of plain clothes, man. Lo, but I have been most vilely cozened. One Robin Hood did sell unto me a steel sword which he did swear to be the sword of kings. Some people never change, I suppose, no matter what they say. The legend tells the sword of kings was wrought from the stoutest orichalcum, but where might such a substance be found? I wouldn't know. The master of the item shop above claimeth to hail from a land named Japang, but none hath heard of such a place. I have. Greetings, if you're looking for... Oh. Okay. Okay, that's right. I always forget this. Because, as you might suspect from things people have said, the orichalcum is needed to get the Sword of Kings. Oh, who has... Where did I put it? Oh, why did I put it in the inventory or in the bag? Yeah, whatever. And this man here can do something with it. To do so, we have to sell it to him, and he's the only person we can actually sell it to. It's kind of odd. You normally can't sell the item, but you can sell it to him, I'll take that Orichalcum for 22,000 gold. Nope. Then, if we leave town... Oh, that the fairy flute might fall into my hands, and might I free Holy Rubis from the cursed statue that bindeth her. Ah, well that explains what we need the fairy flute for. And then... so, rather, buy. Sword of Kings for 35,000. Just short. So let's, nope. Sword of Kings. Yes. And so we have the Sword of Kings. The most powerful sword in the game for the hero. As you can see, bumps up their attack power by just short of 30, or just short of 40 points. And, well, no one else can do anything with the Thunderbolt Blade, so I'll throw that in the bag. And thus we have one of, well, technically two of the pieces of legendary equipment. Not strictly necessary for you to get, but definitely very useful to get. For obvious reasons. That said, well, we made some progress. It's been a bit of a day, so we'll call it for the day. Tune in next time where... Well, I mean, we could go deal with Rubis being trapped, but there's also Galen's Harp, one more town in this world, that, well, two more we haven't been to. And let's see. There's a couple of things we can do. Yeah, there's still a few things to take care of here, though. We'll take care of them in some capacity tomorrow, or next time. Until then, though, as always... Later, folks.